Hello, Steve. Hope everything's okay. I'm sending this video out to make sure that you know a good description of the parts we're sending out and what we need done with them. First off, we have the threaded base. As you know, this is the two-piece. This is the first piece. This would be the second piece. See, here is where the thread is, obviously. I'm not sure why my 3D program doesn't show the thread. I mean, I show it on my screen. Not sure why it doesn't transfer and all the files I sent over to you. So obviously this piece is glued onto here. So we need to make sure that this piece sits in here perfectly fine. Now, as you can see, these are my 3D printouts from my file. Um, my 3D printer is not that good. It's a really, really cheap one. So, you know, these parts aren't, the dimensions aren't perfect. So this is supposed to sit in here perfectly, just like that. So we need to make sure that the parts coming out from this mold are perfectly mating perfectly. I'm sure you know what I mean. So you know, here are the two parts. Now, also one of my other concerns is this we call it the footsie. You see, as this is the part I actually took my dimensions from. Um, Now this is the glass tube that is inserted in here, and as you can tell, I'm pulling a little bit. I'll pull, and it doesn't come apart. You see what I'm doing? So I'll send this over to you so you can have it as a sample and a gauge. You need to make sure that the parts coming from the mold hold this tightly, as tight as this, maybe a little tighter. That's perfectly fine. The problem I'm having is this is my 3D printout from the file I sent you, and this thing just slides in and out. Now, like I said, my 3D printer is not perfect. The dimensions are off from what my file sends over. So I'm hoping that you know, when we make the one from the mold, the dimensions will come out, you know, a lot better. We need to make sure this thing is snug in there because you know this thing falls out. You know, and if I place this one, so that's the perfect test there. You see, so as you can tell, obviously this material is a lot more you know, nastier. It doesn't have the same texture as this one would. You know, the polypropylene. It's a lot slicker, but for some reason, it holds this in place a lot better. You see, I can even do this. So this is really, really important. The customer is not going to be able to use the parts if this gauge doesn't fit in there perfectly. Like I said, I'll be sending this over to you. I'll send this, and I'm also sending this one so you can get the threads off of there. Now it's really important that the this thing sits on the base. The threaded top sits on the base perfectly because this gets glued in there, and it has a little recess to where it sits in there. That's the way I designed it, so it should work. Now the only issue I'm having is with my 3D printouts. You know, the dimensions not being perfect. All right, Steve. I hope you receive this. You know, soon. Give me a shoot me an email whenever you get this, and we'll be in communication. Thank you.